It's 5:30 a.m. and we are headed to the KR Market. I can't afford a florist. The amount of flowers I want and I need, if I were to buy from the florist, I would be bankrupt in probably 2 months. So what I really do is go to the market early in the morning. Bangalore has the Asia's largest flower market. It's called KR Market, Krishna Rajendra Market. It's different from KR Puram. This one is in the heart of the city and one has to get there before sunrise. On most days I'm an early riser, so I don't even have to sacrifice sleep to get there. While the rest of the city is quiet and peaceful early morning, the market is absolute madness with people and vehicles and all of that. You can see hundreds of vendors selling loose puja flowers, garlands, tulsi garlands, torans, and everything that's got to do with flowers and flower decoration. There's also a huge section of country roses. Country roses are slightly lower in quality as compared to your flower vase roses that come, but they look just as good and maybe last a day or two less from the cultured roses that we see at the florist. And at the market during off season, you can get them as less as 30 rupees for a bunch of 20 roses. These are what you see are country roses. Once you cross that section, you get to the actual florist flowers that the florists use for bouquets and decorations. Most of these guys are flower farmers or come from flower farms, bring their wares directly here. So all of the florists that are around the city actually come to this market to buy flowers and leaves and fillers to stock up in their flower shops. This video was taken last week, so we were still in the month of Pitru Paksha, which is actually off season for flowers. So the flowers at wholesale prices were available at insane prices. I even got a bunch of 5 sunflowers, large ones, for as little as 100 rupees. The market actually starts very early in the morning, maybe 4:30ish, and it wraps up by around 7:30. So you have to get there as soon as possible. It's one long road and a couple of side roads that you could get in, and everything is filled with flowers and flower decoration items. On a regular trip, I don't usually buy exotic flowers. I stick with basic bunches that come as 100 rupees a bunch. This time the roses were actually 40 rupees for a bunch of 20. It's also a major bus stand, the KR Market. So if you're not quick enough, you'll have a lot of buses interrupting your shopping experience. I usually take about 30 to 40 minutes here. I make a mental note of what I want, and then one way I check the prices, and on my way back I start buying things and move. It's kind of a ritual for us now. We get out of the house by 5:15, 5:30 and get to the market, finish our flower shopping, load it all up, watch a beautiful sunrise, and before we get home we have a little pit stop because this is Bangalore and Bangalore is beautiful in the morning, and what is more beautiful is the hot idlis and the filter coffee. So we don't get back home without eating some hot idli vadas and a nice cup of filter coffee. Back home, this is what is in my cart. This entire cart cost me about 850 rupees. And at a florist, I would have got probably a small fancy bunch for that much. I won't show you the entire process of how I fill my vases, but let me tell you, the bunch is actually a tall one, and this is how I measure how I want to put it, or how much I want to put inside. I take the vase and I put it at the edge of the table, and then I hold the bunch against it to see how much flowers I want what height I want the flowers. Then I measure how much I need to cut off. So here it is. This is how much I want to cut, and I have a chopping board and a nice sharp knife, and just like I would cut greens for cooking, I just chop the bottom off. I've put a little water in the vase, not too much. I want to be able to top it up during the week. It's just a little so that all the tips get wet. And then there is one important step of removing all the leaves from the bottom that will come in contact with the water. Otherwise, the leaves are going to rot and get smelly. It is an absolute joy to have a ton of flowers at home. It just peps you up, and when you get home from outside, you're just the room is filled with the aroma of flowers, and it's just so nice to be back home with all of these flowers. I always wanted to make a crazy bunch arrangement with a lot of bharnis, so I tried it this time. I had been collecting bharnis, large, small, medium, for this purpose, and finally here it is. I'm putting it together. I'm going to cherish this arrangement on my table for a week, 10 days, as long as it lasts. Going to the market early morning is not just about saving money. It's about having an experience and creating an experience for myself and my family, which no amount of money can buy. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one.